to active. Hello everybody, welcome to our Saalt YouTube live. I'm gonna go ahead and jump straight into some demos today. So we're gonna be talking all about saltware, we're gonna be talking about discs, we're gonna talk about cups. There is so much for us to chat through today. So we're just gonna jump straight into it, okay? So first things first, I'm actually gonna talk about our saltware, okay? That's gonna be our period underwear. If you have not joined the period underwear train, get your ticket, jump on board, because I swear to you, when I switched to period underwear, so what I do, this is just what I do, okay? You don't have to do the same thing, but I wear my cup during the day. Love my cup. Love, love, love my cup. And then what I do at night is I will wear our, where's it at? Sleep short. This is my favorite pair of period underwear, okay, you guys? It's gonna have that full, let me show you, that full front to back gusset, and I'm actually gonna show you guys a demo here in just a second, okay? So this is that full front to back gusset. So straight from your bum all the way to the front of your hips, okay? That's gonna be that full gusset, okay? This is how it works. So our leak-proof technology in our gusset, so the gusset is actually what's a built-in pad, okay? That's what it's called. So I'm actually gonna show you guys a demo of how that works. So you can see that period underwear right here. This is how it's gonna work, okay? We're gonna go ahead and drop some liquid here, and you guys can just see how that's just soaking right in. Okay, so that top layer is going to have what's called our moisture wicking layer. Okay, that's what's gonna bring all that flow directly into those period underwear. And then that second and third layer are actually what's gonna lock in that moisture. That fourth layer is our leak-proof layer, okay? So nothing's gonna come out of the bottom there. It's like heavenly. So, excuse me. I wear our sleep short in the nighttime and then that cup in the daytime. So like I was saying, heavenly, you guys, heavenly period underwear. That sleep short is amazing. All right, we're also gonna get into some demos of cups, discs, all sorts of things, okay? We'll talk cleaning, we'll talk all about, I actually have the steamer plugged in today, so I'm gonna show you guys how that steamer works and everything, all right? So I'm gonna start with our discs, all right? These are our two discs that we have here at Saalt, and we actually do have a disc duo, which comes with those two, all right? So we have those two here. This is the regular size. It's gonna hold 6 regular tampons of flow, which ends up being 4 Super Plus tampons, okay? So if you are wearing Super Plus tampons, this is definitely for you, all right? And then this is our small. It's gonna hold 4 regular tampons. Sorry, my hair is crazy today, which is end up gonna be 2.5 Super Plus tampons, all right? So the way we insert, we're gonna pinch in the middle to create that figure 8, removal notch facing away from your body. And you're gonna insert into the vaginal opening, and then a 1-finger push will get you back to what's called the vaginal fornix, okay? The vaginal fornix is the rounded area at the very end of the vaginal canal, so that's gonna sit directly under your cervix and then also tucked up under your pubic bone to stay in place, okay? So that can stay safely inside your body for 12 hours or until you know it's full, and then when we're gonna grab that out, we're gonna use that, woo, I almost dropped that. We're gonna use that removal notch right there, okay? It has little ridges on the inside of it to make sure you guys get a really good grip on that removal notch, all right? Pull that out horizontally, then we're gonna pull that out, or that's gonna have those contents in there, dump, rinse, clean, reinsert. All right, anybody in my chat, come in my chat with any questions you have. Do you guys want to see any specific pair of period underwear? Do you guys want to see a cup demo? You guys want to see a disc demo? You guys let me know what you want to see today. I love my period underwear. If you have not joined the period underwear train, get your ticket, get on board. It is my favorite pair. Right here is the sleep short. I free flow at night, so I love these to free flow. And then this is actually my second favorite pair, the comfort boy short. But let me tell you, Claire loves the sleep short too. I love that, Claire. I'm so glad that you have experienced the bliss of period underwear as well. And then you guys, I don't know if you guys have seen our seamless collection. Claire, have you seen our seamless collection? Because I am obsessed. So this is our seamless thong. You guys, this thong is the most, goodness gracious, my hands are not functioning. Look how stretchy this thing is. And it just comes directly back into its shape. Claire is asking, what's the difference between the sleep short and the comfort boy short? Okay, so yes, the sleep short, Claire, is gonna have that full front to back gusset. So what I love about this is that whatever way you are sleeping, or literally you can even wear these when you're just lounging about your day, but it's gonna have that full front to back gusset. So literally whatever angle you sleep in, I move a lot in my sleep. I don't know about you, but I know, Claire, literally seamless leak-proof thong, isn't it great? But yeah, so that sleep short is gonna have that full front to back gusset, and they're just that cute little like pajama short looking, but they're for periods. Yes, absolutely. Oh my gosh, Duolingo. Welcome to the chat. But yeah, anyways, I love my period underwear, you guys. And then that comfort boy short, this is what the gusset looks like inside of that. Yes, Duolingo. Get a boy short. They are so comfortable. So the gusset on the boy short is it's like a thick in the back too, which I really love, but the fabric on this is beautiful. Okay, Claire's asking, how does it absorb period flow? Oh my gosh, Claire, let me show you actually. So I actually have some period underwear that I have prepared to show you. So this is our gusset right here. This is what is our built-in pad, basically. That first layer is gonna be what's called our moisture wicking layer. So literally the moment that your period flow is gonna hit that first layer, it's gonna suck it right in. I'll show you. So watch that. Watch how you literally can't even see the water within milliseconds. So that's just, and it's dry. Like no water, no moisture. So it's gonna suck that flow right in, and then those next couple layers are going to what's going to lock in that flow. And then that last layer is gonna be our leak-proof layer, so nothing's gonna get through. You're gonna have a delicate cycle. So depending on absorbencies, you guys, you're gonna see like different, like what it's gonna hold, okay? So we have anywhere from like light absorbencies, so that seamless thong that I was talking about earlier, that seamless thong comes in our lightest absorbency, so it's great for like if you're wearing them as a backup to a cup or a disc, or even if you're just kind of spotting, like this is great for those days. And then we have anywhere up to a super, which is actually, that's what comes in our sleep short, and that's gonna hold up to 6 pads of flow. So, oh, that's not the sleep short. This is the sleep short. This is the one that I was showing you guys earlier. That's my favorite. That's gonna hold up to 6 pads. 6 pads of period flow. Isn't that crazy? So we have all different absorbencies. Our heavy, which is the one up, or right before the super, is gonna hold 3 pads. So crazy. Okay, let's get into a demo. You guys want to see a demo of the cup? You guys want to see a demo of the disc? You guys want to see a demo of period underwear? I can show you that gusset again if you guys want to see that gusset. You guys let me know what you want to see, and then if you don't have any thoughts, then I'll just decide and we can go from there. So fun. But Duolingo, definitely get yourself a pair of period underwear, you guys. They are the best. Okay, well, let's get into a cup demo because I haven't done one yet. So I did that disc demo. Let me know if you guys missed it, because then I'd love to do it again. But we're gonna get into a cup demo, okay? So these are our 2 cups that come in our cup duo pack, all right? This is our teen cup. This is, I'm throwing stuff. This is our regular. It's gonna hold 4 tampons of period flow. This right here is gonna hold 3, and then this teen cup is gonna hold 2. All right, so those are the 2 that come in the cup duo pack. Claire wants to know, what's the best menstrual cup for beginners? So Claire, the way we base it and what's gonna be best for you is to base it kind of on your cervix and your period flow. If you've never used an insertive product before, I will always recommend to start with the teen cup. That's just gonna help you learn your anatomy and be comfortable with it. but depending on your cervix height and then also your flow amount, I'll kind of give you some general ruling. So if you have a high cervix and a high flow, I'm gonna recommend that regular cup. If you have a mid to high cervix but more medium amount of flow, I'm gonna recommend that small cup. And then if you have a low cervix, low flow, I'll recommend that teen cup, okay? And this teen cup, so what's great about this is that it's not only for teens. Adults can use it too if you have a low cervix, low flow. It's just for that, like we kept teens in mind when we made it. So this is great. How you find your cervix height? Claire, that is an amazing question. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna wash your hands. You're gonna put a clean finger up into your vaginal canal, and what you're feeling for feels like the tip of your nose. Okay, it's very soft, very fleshy. If you can get all the way up your finger, you can, and like you either feel it there or you don't feel it at all. You have a high cervix. If you get to your middle knuckle, you have a mid-height cervix, and then if you get to your first knuckle, then you have a low cervix. That's gonna help you so much to learn how to place your cup and then also what size to get in your cup. So when we insert the cup, you guys, we're gonna pinch, fold in half. That is that C fold. We're gonna insert that into the vaginal opening and then just let that come open in the vaginal canal. It's about a knuckle deep when you insert. And then you guys, with this anatomy here, your stem will very highly likely not sit out this much. It's just the way it works on this anatomy so that you guys can see that it's sealed properly. When your cup is in, if you're having a hard time getting it sealed, a couple of things you can do is give it a couple of pinches, a couple of twists, or a couple of gentle back and forth movements. One of those will get your cup open. Okay, I want to know, you guys, everybody in my chat, what period products are you guys using right now? What are you loving? What are you not loving? You guys tell me. I just want to know. Okay, I'm just curious. So when that cup is in, you guys, it's going to be all the way sealed in the vaginal canal to cover that entire surface area there, and then that can be safely inside your body for 12 hours. Okay, Claire wants to know what's the difference between a menstrual cup and a disc. That's a great question, Claire. Right after I take this cup out, I'll show you kind of the differences of like where the disc sits in the cup. So you can see here that the cup is actually going to sit in the vaginal canal. That's the same place a tampon's going to sit. When we take it out, you guys, we're going to use that as a guidance stem to get our fingers to the ridges at the bottom, break that seal, and then pull out and down. That's going to have those contents. We'll dump, rinse, and then reinsert. So a couple of differences between the cups and the discs. The cup is going to sit in the vaginal canal, kind of where I was just explaining. It's going to be the same place as a tampon would. The disc is going to sit in what's called the vaginal fornix. That's the rounded area at the very end of the vaginal canal. So that's going to sit directly under your cervix. And then also the way that they stay in place is different as well. So the cup is going to use a light suction. It uses those little holes right there at the top, a light suction to stay in the vaginal canal. And then that disc is actually going to stay tucked behind your pubic bone to stay in place. There's a couple of extra features that the disc has that the cups don't have. So there's a self-emptying feature. If you guys have questions about self-emptying, comment down below self-emptying. And then there's also a mess-free period intimacy feature because it sits in the vaginal fornix, nothing obstructing the vaginal canal there. So let me know what questions you guys have about that. Would love to answer any questions you have about the cups or the discs. So, and then also, obviously the capacity is different too. So that a regular size disc is actually going to hold 6 regular tampons of flow. So that's like our highest capacity product. And like, you don't have to take out your tampon every 2 to 3 hours anymore. Like, this can stay safely inside your body for 12 hours. And you guys, they last for 10 years. 10 years. This is that small disc. It's going to hold 4. Yeah, 6 tampons of flow, Claire. Amazing, right? This is the small. It's going to hold 4. The regular cup holds 4. The small is going to hold 3. And then that teen cup is going to hold 2. Okay, so different capacities for different anatomies, different flows, all the things. Yeah. Can I add a disc demo? Yes, absolutely. I would love to show you a disc demo. So We have those 2 sizes of discs. This is our regular. That's the one that's gonna hold 6 tampons of flow. Oh yes, no problem, Claire. And we also have that small. So we're gonna insert the small, it just works best for this anatomy. I can insert the regular too if you guys wanna see that. You just let me know, just comment down below regular. I will say it looks a little bit more crammed in this anatomy just from the size, but this is the one that we're gonna insert right now. So we're gonna go ahead and pinch in the middle to create that figure 8. And then we're also gonna make sure that removal notch is facing away from our body when we insert into the vaginal opening. That's just gonna help us figure out, like when it's time to take it out, it's gonna be, that removal notch will be accessible to us. So we're gonna go ahead and push down with 1 finger back into what's called the vaginal fornix. We're almost kind of angling it towards our tailbone. That's just gonna help that get placed correctly under the cervix. So we push that back in the vaginal fornix, which is the rounded area at the very end of the vaginal canal. So that's gonna sit right there under your cervix. Your cervix is here at the end of where your uterus is at. And then also the disc is gonna be tucked up under your pubic bone to stay in place. Okay, everyone in my chat, what are you guys loving about your period products right now? What are you not loving? Is anyone on their period right now? Have you used a cup or a disc? That will be so exciting for me to hear. I love when like people come in my chat and they're like, I've never tried a cup, but I've wanted to, I'm just scared. If you guys have any fears, you guys let me know. Claire said tampons always leak for me. Me too, Claire. I switched to a cup 2 years ago. It has completely changed my period, and I mean that so genuinely, like girl to girl. It has totally changed my period. I have less cramping, less like period flow, and less clotting. So I don't know if you guys have ever experienced like a time of your period where you've had less clotting, but these will do it to you, okay? If you guys have any specific questions about these cups or discs or period underwear, we can actually, you know what, after I get this disc out, we're gonna talk about period underwear for a little bit. So if you have not joined the period underwear train, please join. All right, so when we're gonna take that disc out, you guys, we're gonna grab that removal notch. We're gonna pull that out horizontally so that those contents stay inside there. And then when it's time to dump, we're gonna, when it's time to take it out, we're gonna dump either straight down to the toilet, or you can dump it to the sink, rinse, clean, and then reinsert. I love cleaning with our Saalt cup and disc wash. It has no toxins, no parabens, no irritants, no fragrances, and it's pH balanced. So it's actually really great for the silicone and great for our bodies because there's nothing that's gonna irritate us up there, if you know what I'm saying. So I love the wash. It's 4 ingredients, so it's extremely clean. And if you guys wanna talk about cleaning the discs, the cups, or even the period underwear, we can certainly get into that. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys the period underwear. If you guys, can you guys comment down below if you guys have used period underwear before or have heard of period underwear? I would love to know kind of just like who has, who hasn't. Okay, so here is our, where did I put this? Yes, okay, Claire's used it. Oh my gosh, Claire, what do you think about period underwear? Tell me your experience about period underwear. And anybody else, if you guys have ever used period underwear, please let me know. Yes, I love the Saalt Sleep Short and Seamless Braid. Yes, I love the Sleep Short, Claire. If anyone wants to see any specific style of the period underwear, please let me know. So this is our, this is just the cotton brief, you guys. So this is gonna be that perfect pair of cotton undies, but it's gonna have that 4-layer gusset, okay? That first layer is gonna be what's called the moisture wicking layer. That's what's gonna like suck all your flow into that gusset, okay? I thought it was going to feel so bulky like a diaper, but it isn't at all. I know, Claire, when I used to wear pads, like I would wear pads at night, like before I switched to period underwear, and I hate the feeling of like, you know, when you're on your heaviest flow day and you have to use those like thick pads. I did not love that because it does feel like you're kind of like sitting in a diaper, but also like sitting in your period flow. Like it doesn't like absorb all of the, you know, like bigger clots and stuff. So that's what I love about this, is that when that period flow is gonna hit that gusset, it's literally just gonna suck it right in. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's literally just going to bring it right into that gusset. So moisture wicking layer on the top layer, and then the 2 following layers are going to be what locks in that moisture. That 4th layer is actually the leak proof layer, so none of that period flow is going to get past that last layer. What I love about that is that you feel just so secure in your period underwear, like you know it's not going to go anywhere. That's my favorite. And then that sleep short that we were just talking about, you guys, it actually has that super absorbent gusset. So that's gonna hold up to 6 pads. 6 pads of period flow in that gusset. And it's front to back. So you literally can sleep in whatever angle you wanna be in. It's best case scenario for your sleep. You don't have to wear any insertives with it. You can if you want to, but what I like about the super absorbency is that you can free flow in it all night. You don't have to worry, because like, let's just I mean, I am so jealous of anyone who is sleeping over 12 hours, but let's just hypothetically say you slept over 12 hours. We would definitely want to make sure you guys take your cup or disc out by that 12-hour mark. So with the sleep short, you don't have to do that at all. You can literally sleep for as long as you need to, and you're gonna be having a leak-proof period the whole time. So I love that. Okay, let me know what you guys wanna see on a demonstration. If you guys wanna see the gusset again, you guys wanna see a disc demo, do you guys wanna see a cup demo? It's been a little bit since I did a cup demo, so I wanna see you guys come in my chat. Tell me what you guys wanna see. I'm just drinking away. I don't know why, but my throat is hurting today. Claire was talking about the seamless brief earlier. I wanted to show you guys that. This actually might be, that's the bikini, but they're very similar. Where did I put the seamless brief at? Oh wait, it's up here. But anyway, Claire was talking about the seamless brief earlier, you guys. Oh, it's right here. I'm so silly. I just had it inside out. So Claire was talking about this earlier. She loves the seamless brief. I do as well. I actually love the seamless high waist because it ditches the panty lines and also any issues that you're having with your flow. So if you guys are actually on your period and don't want to worry about panty lines, we have a seamless thong, seamless brief, seamless high waist, seamless bikini. So I love that there is a I love that there is a way that solves the problem of having panty lines and being on your period. Like, somebody tell me there's something better than this. You know what I'm saying? All right, we're gonna go ahead and get into a cup demo. We chatted a little bit about the cups a little bit ago, but I'm gonna go ahead and get into that. So these are our 3 sizes of cups here at Saalt. This is our regular cup. It's gonna hold 4 tampons of period flow. This is our small cup. It's gonna hold 3. And then we also have our teen cup. It's gonna hold 2. This one is called our teen cup, but it was just that we kept teens in mind when we made them, but adults can use them as well. If you have a low cervix, low flow, this one is definitely for you. High cervix, high flow, the regular is gonna be great for you. And then mid to high cervix, but medium amount of flow, definitely that small. So when we are gonna insert, I'm gonna use what's called the C fold. That's my favorite, the one that I use personally, but I've also heard really good things about the punch down fold, so I'll show you guys that too. So this is the C fold, so we go ahead and pinch and then we fold in half. That's that C. And then this is the punch down fold. One ridge is gonna come directly punch down into the middle, and then you're gonna go ahead and squeeze those 2 sides together. That's your insertion point right there. I've heard really good about that. I've heard really good things about that one recently, so I'm gonna have to try that. So C fold, we're gonna insert into the vaginal opening, and then we're just gonna let that come open in the vaginal canal. So you can see there, it's nice and open in there. You can actually do this movement when it's inside your vaginal canal as well. That's just gonna help you figure out if it's all the way sealed and open. And then if you're noticing that it's still kind of open, if you're noticing that it's still kind of bent, or there's any sort of divots, couple of things you can do to get it open. Give it a couple of pinches, a couple of twists, or a couple of gentle back and forth movements. One of those will get your cup open, okay? I always do recommend starting with a duo pack. That's just gonna increase your likelihood of having the right size. And you get to try a couple to see which one is best for you. And here's the kick. I'm excited to tell you this because I just experienced it for the first time this week. I have been using a regular cup for the last 2 years, but I wanted to see if the small would fit well for me too on my lighter flow day. So I put the small in this week, so I've used both this week and it was perfect. Like, so I love that you actually have an opportunity to switch in and out of them, and you can do that with the disc as well. So regular on your heavier flow days, small on your lighter flow days. I don't know why I'm so geeked out about that, but just the fact that you can have, like, there's a purpose to both of them and you can see which one you feel most comfortable with. So great. Excuse me, goodness. So when we're gonna take that out, you guys, we are using this as a guidance stem to get our fingers to these ridges right here, okay? So this does have a purpose, and some people think it's a string. We're not gonna use that as a string because when it is sealed in the vaginal canal, there is, we have to break that seal before taking it out. So when we use this as a guidance stem, we get our fingers to those ridges, break that seal by pinching. You can see how it changes shape right there. So then we pull out and down, and then that's gonna have those contents in there. So once it's out, you can feel free to dump straight down into the toilet, or if it's not as full, you can dump it to the sink and then rinse clean and then reinsert. So those are those cups, you guys. I love my cup. I am a big cup fan. If anybody has any specific questions about the cup, if you've heard of cups or if you've used a cup, I would love to know what your experience was like. And I'm gonna go ahead and do a disc demo for you guys too. So let me know if anyone's used a cup though, okay? Even if it's a Saalt cup, I would love to know. Okay, so these are the 2 sizes of discs that we were talking about. This is that regular. It's gonna hold 6 tampons of flow, you guys. Yes, you heard that right, 6 tampons of flow. I love it. This is like my favorite fidget toy. Like, I'm not even kidding you. It's like the perfect little stress ball. It's just fun to sit here and squeeze it. Anyways, this is that regular. It's gonna hold 6 tampons. That small is gonna hold 4. So we're gonna go ahead and pinch in the middle to create that figure 8. Insert into the vaginal opening, and then a 1-finger push will get us back into what's called the vaginal fornix, which is at the very back of the vaginal canal. So your disc is gonna sit directly under your cervix. I'm pretending that the tip of my finger is my cervix, so it's gonna sit directly under your cervix. And then also a couple of differences between the cups and the discs, or like one of the main differences is that disc is actually gonna be tucked behind your pubic bone to stay in place. And then the cup actually uses these holes here to have a light suction in the vaginal canal. So a couple differences there. But that disc can stay safely inside your body for up to 12 hours. Yes, you heard that right too. We're not changing our tampons and our pads every 2-3 hours anymore. So that can stay safely inside your body for 12 hours. They also last for 10 years, you guys. If you divide up the price, what you're paying for the cup duo or the disc duo, or even a single cup, you're actually minimizing your yearly cost by like at least 10 times. So it's kind of crazy to think about how much money you're saving from switching to a reusable product. And they're much safer for your bodies too, because they're 100% medical grade silicone. So exciting. All right, so when it's time to grab that out, you guys, we're gonna use that removal notch to pull that out horizontally. I like to pull mine out horizontally just because all those contents stay inside until it's all the way out. Then you can dump straight down into the toilet, or you can feel free to dump into the sink, rinse, clean, and then reinsert. So, like I said before, I do love cleaning with our Saalt cup and disc wash. It has no toxins, no parabens, no fragrances, and no irritants, so nothing that's gonna bother you up there. And then also, something that I love is our steamer. This is actually my favorite accessory that we have. Basically how it works, you put a little bit of water in here, pop your cup or disc, and yes, all of our products do fit on that steamer. Then you pop your lid on, turn it on, that light is gonna turn on. I don't have water in it, so I don't wanna like burn my silicone, but just it has an internal timer, so that's like the best thing, is that you don't have to come back to turn it off. And when you're using a pot of boiling water on the stove, you feel like you have to stand there the whole time to move it around. So that just like completely gets rid of the need to do that. I love our steamer. It's my favorite. So all right, you guys, well, thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for all your questions and for being on here with me today. I hope you guys have an amazing, what day is it? It's Monday. I'm like, I don't even know. I hope you guys have an amazing start to your week this week. Oh, happy 4th of July at the end of the week. So exciting. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night and week. All right, I'll see you guys next time.